Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about this Bostitch 6-gallon air compressor and why I'm upgrading to this rigid 4.5-gallon. So starting off for the first year and a half doing auto detailing, I've been using this 6-gallon. It's worked okay when I use the Tornador or air for an extended period of time. More than a minute, it can't really keep up, so I have to just wait for the tank to recover and then continue on. So if I'm dealing with real dirty cars where I need to blow a lot of stuff out underneath the seats and areas where I can't get in with the vacuum and stuff like that, it does waste some time. One nice thing about this, starting off, I got it for, I think it was about $129, so it wasn't too bad for a starting air compressor for myself. It's pretty quiet when it's running, so it doesn't make a whole lot of noise. It has 2 outlets. I wouldn't use 2 at the same time because it can't even keep up with one constantly. But honestly, this is made for a lighter duty use than what I'm using it for. It only puts out 2.6 CFM at 90 psi, which is what the Tornador runs at. So I'm kind of asking too much out of this thing, but it had a good starting price. I haven't had any issues with it, so it's been a good air compressor, running wise, dependability wise. I'm not sure on how much amperage it uses. I'm thinking it's around 10 amps, but I'll check the specs and I'll put them in the video. Now this is significantly more. It's $349 at Home Depot right now plus tax, so it does cost quite a bit more. I think this is right now it's $150 to $190 plus tax right now. But this has, I believe it's a 3-year warranty, and then they've got this advertisement for lifetime free parts and service, so that's pretty sweet. This is going to be a lot heavier, so but it will keep up, the air supply will keep up a lot better. This puts out 5 CFM, which is right about what the Tornador needs to run continuously. So without further ado, why don't we open this up and check it out. Obviously it's going to be a bit bulkier and heavier, so if you've got a small car or a small SUV that you're detailing out of, you might want to double check dimensions and weights, just to make sure that you're going to be able to fit it in your vehicle if you're a professional detailer or you're traveling and detailing people's cars kind of on the weekend or something like that. So without further ado, let's open this sucker up and see what we're dealing with here. Do kind of a size comparison. Another thing, this thing uses almost 15 amps, so you want to make sure you have a real thick gauge, like a 12 gauge extension cord, or just plug this right into your outlet and then run a longer air line, like a 50-foot, 100-foot, whatever you need, because you don't want to pop the breaker. Just something to be aware of. So trying to see how I can lift this up because it's really well packed. Oh, geez. I think I'm just gonna, let's see if I can open this guy up here. Split that kind of open a little bit here. And then this one comes up here too. Handle here. Okay, So, we'll unbox this thing. I haven't opened it, obviously. It's the first time I've seen it in person. So it's a little bit set up a little different. You got your two air outlets, just like this one, except those are facing different directions. You got your pressure regulator with a lock on there. That's cool. This thing also runs, is it 200 psi max? This one kicks out at 150, so it's got more air psi, which is nice. And then of course, like I said, it puts out 5 CFM, so that's also cool. Air tanks, only 4.5 gallon compared to a 6 gallon. Let's see, weight wise, this is definitely lighter. This is definitely heavier, but this is supposed to be pretty quiet. 77 decibels. I think this is in the high 60s, so not terribly louder. I'm gonna get a tape measure and see what we're dealing with dimensions wise here. Okay, so we're gonna act like this is kind of a rectangle here. We got about 14 inches by roughly 19 inches, and then this way about 15 inches. Okay, so let's check. Length is going to be a bit more. This is about 18 inches, and this one, or about 13 inches, and then just a little over 19 inches. So it's not terribly bigger, it's just a little bit longer, and then a little heavier, also a little louder. So I'm excited to try this thing out. I'll kind of show a little up close of each air compressor, and you guys have to let me know, what would you prefer to use for your auto detailing? Would you prefer a small, little, quieter air compressor like this? Both have pressure regulators. This one's got a lock, which is kind of neat. And then you can see your air pressure, then your outlet, what it's putting out. Pressure relief, air outlet. And you got your little advertising here. So it definitely puts out a lot more, 5.1 CFM at 90 compared to 2.6 at 90. So I will be interested to see how this matches up. And you can kind of see up close, it's not terribly larger than the other one. Another thing I want to do is start it up just to compare noise wise. Now this is not really optimal size cord. This is maybe a 16 or 14 gauge, but I'll just kind of show you noise wise. Kick over to this, and we'll see how she fills up here. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so I switched to a 12 gauge. I just wanted to see if it gave a little better current and affected the motor noise at all. Seems pretty quiet. It's not bad. So to show you, the power switch is just right here. So right on the side there. Got that 50 footer, 12 gauge.